All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Tuesday evening. We're hitting the music, but it's the wrong music, man. Knicks head to the Cream City for knockout round of the NBA in-season tournament against one of the best offenses in the league. And that was the story for tonight, man, because the Knicks got absolutely steamrolled in this thing, 146 to 122. It was all good just a half ago. Knicks were treading water through the first half. You know, Julius was cooking. They were getting timely buckets from Jalen Brunson later in the second quarter. Josh Hart chipping in, doing his thing. But in the third quarter and beyond, it was all freak. All threes. It is still raining threes as we speak. Get your umbrellas out because the Milwaukee Bucks shot 60% from downtown and absolutely blew the Knicks out of the water, man. Once again, 146 to 122. No, we are not going to Vegas. But we're going to give you our thoughts on this thing, man. Post-game live. Presented by BetUS, the official sportsbook of KnicksFanTV. CP the franchise, Alex Rotaros on the ones and twos. We're not going to Vegas, man. Not going to Vegas.
Not going to Vegas.
Not going to Vegas, man.
You can unpack your bag, CP.
I had the bag by the door. I had the studio time booked. I rang my guy Tyler up down there. I said, Tyler on the West Coast, book me some studio time at the Wynn. Get out my lucky dice, the ones that I bring to the tables.
They allow that?
Nah, I don't know. I'm just kidding. But no,
this guy brings his own dice in a box. No, sir, no.
I have my own. I have my own. Let's have a laugh because that's the only thing that keep me from crying after watching this game, man. I mean, what can I say, Al? You know, all week when I was doing previews for this game, I didn't like this one. I never liked this matchup against the Bucks. I don't think it's a good matchup for us. And I didn't feel like the Knicks were going to bring enough offense to win this thing. Because there was no way that their defense was going to be able to contend with this Bucks team. This is number 3 offense in the league. One of the best clutch offenses in the league. And tonight, they were even better than advertised. The Knicks got smoked. And I get it. Look, it's a make or miss league. I mean, look no further than Julius's ridiculous night. He was unbelievable tonight. He was unbelievable. One of my big question mark for tonight came through and delivered, man. And the only thing I wish was that the rest of the Knicks could have supported him. And supported his offense and defensive play because he was outstanding, but we just couldn't get there, man. I mean, imagine this. Imagine getting outscored in the first loss to this team by 30 from 3. And you're saying, whoa, this can't happen again. Not only did it happen, but it was even worse. In this game, they get outscored by 48 points from 3. The Milwaukee Bucks shot 60% from the field, Al. Unbelievable.
Not just from the field, CP.
From the three. From three.
And the field and from 3, which is insane. Insane. So it's like, you know, how do you stop that? You have no chance. Even on the Knicks' best night, they had no chance in this game. They still get blown out in this game. Even on their best night. You know. It's rough, man.
It's tough. It's tough, bro. Go ahead.
You know what stat was flying around here this morning, CP? And I wish I didn't see it, but unfortunately it made its round on Twitter. And shout out to Knicks Muse for sharing it. I wish you didn't. But the Knicks, the Bucks, according to Stat Muse, where Knicks Muse got this, the Milwaukee Bucks had a 21-0 record on Tuesday.
Taco
2021
Tuesday.
to 2022.
Yeah.
It only gets extended to 22-0 now, as the Knicks face the Milwaukee Bucks on a Tuesday. Seeing that wasn't a great omen, you know. This is just as bad as seeing Vinny Testaverde go out there and ushering in Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of this season, then four plays and you're out.
Yeah.
But Look, man, at the end of the day, you noted it. 3-point shooting, just insane numbers by the Bucks. That you can't replicate that again. Like 60% is just tough to do. I'm like, look, I know the Bucks are a good 3-point shooting team this year.
Yeah.
They have a good offense, but they really dialed into another level. And you're getting 35 from Giannis, 28 from Lillard. You got 18 from Beasley, who went 6 for 10 from downtown. That was their X factor. You know what I mean?
Right.
Middleton had a solid night. They got 41 points from the bench, to the Knicks 28.
And our bench lost. Where was our advantages tonight? Nobody came through for Julius.
Nobody, man.
Yeah.
Even Brunson struggled tonight. Brunson wasn't, he went 0 for 5 from 3. That's one of our best 3-point shooters, and he had a rough night.
Yeah.
So you have Randle who's on a historic tear, man. But didn't miss a shot in the first half.
Julius was great tonight,
points,
man.
9 from 9 from the field.
Julius was great. That was my big question mark to you, bro. It was like, I said Brunson was going to come through. Is Julius going to join him? The stat I gave you was that coming into this game, Julius's last 7 games against the Bucks, he shot 30% from the field and 15% from 3. And remember what I said on Weekly, bro. If you look at the first game, his plan of attack on offense compared to this, night and day. Night and day. The first game, he was dancing around on the perimeter, taking his tough shots, but completely out of sync and out of rhythm. In this game, it was a mix. Bully ball, then he'd step out, he'd knock down the mid-range, he'd step out, get the 3 in rhythm. He was cooking. He was hot. Make or miss league. He was knocking them down, but he was mixing up his arsenal and being very, very aggressive against the Greek Freak and Bobby Portis. I mean, as great of a defender as a Greek Freak is, Julius can handle him.
Yo, he bullied him.
Julius has showed, and he's probably one of the few people that can not overpower, but get some muscle against Giannis and really hold it down. And that's what I was loving in terms of his plan of attack, was that he was kind of operating inside out. And then when he needed to get his jumpers down, he was great tonight, man. 14 to 19, 11 to 12 from the free throw line. Couldn't get him a dub, man. Disappointing.
He had both of his 3-pointers, man. He had both of his 3-pointers, 2 for 2. And the thing is, CP, is that he was locked in on defense as well.
He was locked
giving
in.
Some resistance.
He was locked in, man.
He showed up.
On a night when the good Julius Randle shows up, you got to get the win. You don't know when this is going to come back again. Can he do this again on Friday in Boston? Julius, if you're listening, can he do this again on Friday in Boston?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Are they going to be awake for that game after this type of game?
What a consolation prize. After you go get the doors blown off, now you got to go see the number 1 offense in the league in Boston.
So wait.
Oh, no. That's the Pacers.
Play the Bucks.
One of the best.
Not only do you have to play the Bucks 5 times, now you got to go play the Celtics 5 times.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for the early Christmas gift, Adam Silver. That's just what we needed.
Man, you got to capitalize on the good Julius nights, man. He was great. Brunson.
And in primetime, CP, you have to get, in primetime, big game, playoff-like atmosphere, he showed up.
He was great.
He showed up. That's what you wanted for everything he did tonight. The assists, the rebounding, all that stuff, right? The
he
shooting.
was great.
You got everything from it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm looking at Brunson. I'm looking at RJ had a questionable third quarter, in my opinion. I know he got 23 points, but
third quarter was a disaster for a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Third quarter was a disaster for a lot of these, RJ included. I thought after the first half, he really didn't have much left. I thought he was forcing way too much on his attack. Dude,
you were going against Brook Lopez and you're trying to attack against what are we doing here?
I thought he was trying to he went back to his old ways. I didn't really like RJ's approach, especially in the second half. He was trying to win it one possession at a time. Quick, another big game. Quick came up small. Didn't have it. The bench. This is where we wanted to win, right? You had Dante with 7 points, 2 of 5. You had Quick with 7 as well. It's not enough. iHeart was great facilitating, 5 assists for iHeart. He was great, 7 rebounds. I thought Josh Hart, another great one, another aggressive night for him. I loved his approach. It just wasn't enough. Like you like, bro, the Knicks had enough offense to win a regular season game against 28 other teams in the league. They scored 122 points. This team scored 146. Unbelievable. And you know, you got people talking about where was Thibs' adjustments. What adjustments are you looking for?
First of all, he did make some adjustments. I actually like the game plan he came out with, man. He was following when Giannis, he had Julius matching Giannis's exits and entrances. I actually like that. Like, I thought that was fine. But when you have an opponent put up 146 and shoot 60% from downtown,
please, you know, the coach is the last thing, man. Go ahead.
You know the phrase, good defense, better offense?
Yeah.
That's legit this game.
Better offense.
Legitimately this game.
They got
nothing
smoked.
else. There's no way to carve it. You needed everyone on the Knicks side offensively to click, and you didn't get it. You didn't get it from Quick. You didn't get it from Dante. I mean, Grimes had another goose egg. Brunson was not Brunson as we usually see him. Like, he got his 20. RJ started to press in the second half.
Yeah. And
then it was just difficult for Mitch to get to work the boards, man. It was difficult for him to really work the boards tonight and get second chance opportunities. I mean, you have Brook blocking him. You see that they're swiping the ball when Mitch brings the ball down low below his waist. It's tough, man. This is where you see the different tiers, right?
Right.
Now you start to see
just not there, man.
When you see the star power go berserk, like, and it's Dame and it's Giannis, and you're like, wow, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
that's tough. It's just a different class, and the fact is that these guys, right? And this is where you had to take advantage of the first game. These guys were trying to figure it out then. The defense isn't great for the Bucks, but they're starting to figure out the offense.
Yeah,
which is now,
bro. When you have Dame and Giannis, who's a better scoring duo in terms of being able to take over and dominate a game? Who's a better duo in the league right now? I'm talking about takeover factor, right? Jokic and Murray, that's a little bit different. I'm talking about takeover, where in stretches of a game, this guy can wreck the whole thing. Right? Like, all right, you want to build a wall around Giannis? You can't take away everything. You can't get out on Giannis and triple team him, get out on Dame, double team him, make sure Middleton's not like, you can't stop everything. So you're going to build a wall against Giannis? Cool. You got to live and die with the results. There's going to be a guy open. They made their shots. You're going to single coverage him? He put Mitch in a blender a couple times. He's going to go at you one-on-one. He's so powerful. How do you stop that? Look at the offense that Dame was getting into, especially at the second near the end of that second quarter. I mean, just pulling up from anywhere within range. You can't stop those guys when they want to get on their A game. There's very little that you can do, bro.
This is just that offense, man. The way they performed tonight, I don't even think the Bucks at their peak can. I mean, not the Bucks, the Celtics at their peak can stop an offense like that. You know what I mean? Like that. Like, we're talking about the Pacers' historic offensive rise. If the Bucks can click like this, obviously 60% from downtown is unrealistic to continuously do.
Right.
But the fact that you have Giannis and Dame, just the way that they're able to just go into another mode.
Yeah.
It's tough to match, man.
Yeah.
This is where you see, like I said, man, this is just the tiers. We talk about tiers between the Knicks and the Bucks. I came in here a little brash because I thought the Bucks were still going to figure it out. I didn't think you were able to replicate another 3-point barrage.
Yeah.
But they did. Yep.
Shout out to P in the chat. CP, you making a lot of excuses for the Knicks' lackluster offense. Well, sorry, we can't just create a Dame Lillard and a Giannis out of thin air. Players play. Like I told you, Al, this was going to take a full rotation effort, everybody on their A game to win this game on the road against a high-powered offense. They're not there. They're not in their league. They haven't been. That's just the facts. A lot of fans want to grasp at straws. Oh, it's Thibs' fault. No adjustments. This and that. The other team is just flat out better, people. It's that simple.
I see Darnell in the chat saying Thibs isn't known for offense.
Oh my God!
And let me tell you something. I get that, but tonight's not even the night. We put up 122.
They put up 122 points. We talking about Thibs.
It's 122 points, guys.
Can't make it up, bro. Can't make it up.
122 points. Tonight is just. I can't. Like, what are we gonna do, man? Like, what are we gonna say? Like, we were gonna stop Giannis? Like, we're talking about a 2-time MVP out here,
bro.
We're talking about a guy that legitimately in a game 6 of the NBA Finals dropped 50 points against the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Ayton.
Yeah.
Right? He legit went against a top team at that time and took them down single-handedly. 50 points. Like, I'm sorry
Crazy.
that it's just not the offense tonight. You want to talk about, maybe it's the defense. We could talk about the defense. Where was the defense? We're just seeing open threes. Malik Beasley out here looking like he's Klay Thompson. I also didn't like Malik Beasley's dance. I don't know what that celebration is. Yeah. That was kind of weird.
So it's a little it's a little crazy. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy CP and Alex on the 1s and 2s. You guys want to call in with your takes? Call us up, 657-383-1509. We're going to hear from the fans in a little bit, man. What do you guys think? Knicks lose, get smoked, 146-122. Eliminated from the in-season tournament quarterfinals. No Vegas for us. Kind of tight about that, but it is what it is. Shout out to Euro Dinero franchise channel member. My 2 cents franchise channel member says, stayed up here in France on my B-Day for an utter collapse. But as New Yorkers, we know we didn't need some BS participation trophy anyway. I was trying to get to Vegas, man. Salute and peace. And happy birthday to our guy. Happy birthday to our guy. My 2 cents. Happy birthday to the Knicks chick, too. Knicks chick's birthday coming up in just about an hour and change. $10. Yep. $10 super chat for the Rhyme Animal Sucks. He says, history-making game. Brought the wrong game to Milwaukee. Got baited into it. Defense and punch mouth is our thing. A point to remember, Indian Bucks going to score more than 300 points. Bucks still ain't dope. Listen, man, anytime you got 2 of them players, all you got to do is just keep yourself in the game. Because they're a one-man run away from getting you back into things. That's what I'm saying. They're a one-man run from getting you back into things. Look at the third quarter.
And let's talk about that third quarter, because that's where the Knicks start to unravel. Yeah. Okay? The turnovers, the poor shot selection by others outside of Julius Randle. Yep. That's really where the team started to go downhill. And then the Bucks, one of our strengths, CP, is capitalizing on turnovers. Yep. We then decide to give the Bucks, who aren't great on capitalizing on turnovers, the runway to capitalize on turnovers. Bucks, who are actually, according to Clean the Glass, one of the worst at guarding in transition. We were doing that great in the first half. We were great, and then we went away from it. Yeah. Then we start to be like, all right, guys, let's work the half court, because we saw that transition offense was working. Now we're going to change that up. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just insane. I'm so angry, man, because I really wanted this win. After watching the Pacers take down the Celtics, okay? And they got Tatum and Brown on that team. They got one of the best defensive backcourts. But yet it's Halliburton and a bunch of role players that went out there, took care of business, and then they get to go to Vegas. I wanted that rematch, CP. I wanted to go out there. I was like, oh, that's a good matchup. We could be physical against the Pacers and take their lunch. But no. We had to get the Milwaukee Bucks. And then Damien Giannis had to do Damien Giannis things. And so now we have to sit here. And now we have to go get our consolation prize of facing a tough Boston Celtics team.
Boston on Friday. Oh, my God. Boston on Friday. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go to the phones, man. Let's go to the phones. Louis from Jacksonville. Louis, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, CP. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How you feeling?
Okay, obviously we both saw the no defense game. Yeah. 2 stars on one team. Well, actually, there's 4 stars. So let's give Lopez and Middleton some credit as well.
Of course.
When a team shoots 60% from 3, there's nothing you're going to do about it,
There's nothing you're going to do, man.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. But check it out. Starting 5, backcourt. What's the difference between the 2 starters on Milwaukee and the 2 on the Knicks? 22 points, baby. And that's what we lost by, 22 points. unfortunately, Grimes is useless as a starter right now. And I hate to say that he's not, for him to lose his starting spot, but he is not bringing anything to the table. So the man he's guarding, he's not even playing equal to.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to give credit to Beasley for all his shots.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, obviously we know Dame is going to do his thing. Hey, but Brunson and Dame pretty much matched up straight up, point guard to point guard.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have a shooting guard being trashed by the other shooting guard. Grimes wasn't even a factor defensively in the game. So yeah, the team needs to look at themselves and realize that when you play the big dogs in the games, you're going to have to make a change and hopefully get a little more offense for somebody else. I want to give credit to Julius tonight. He did put a lot of points, and yes, he did play some defense. For one thing I realized is off the pick and roll, there's a lot of times when Dame comes off the pick and roll, he's going to take one step, and he's going to shoot a three. The Knicks need to realize that and come up and try to contest that.
And then what happens when he drives on you?
Yeah, but we got three other defenders that need to take a charge. You know what I'm saying? Brunson will pick up, try to take a charge or something. We have other different players to be able to play defense.
Maybe. I mean,
defense, man.
you got a fair point. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple as saying, get on the level on the pick and roll to try to keep Dame from shooting the three. Then when he puts the ball on the floor and breaks down the defense, then what? He's either got your center one-on-one to the rim, or he's got somebody else open on the weak side for a three. Not making excuses for him, Al. All I'm saying is, it's not as simple. This is Dame here.
One of the best three-level scorers in the game.
You got to pick and choose.
Look, I mean, this is a guy who can shoot from the logo. So at that point, if you're going to go defend out the logo, he gets a full head of steam going downhill. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, whoa. It's either Grimes sticking at the hip trying to deflect his shot, but then you're going to have Mitch be attracted to trying to stop Dame, and the next thing you know, somebody else is open. So
somebody's open. This was the
and for a night like tonight when you're shooting 60% again from three, it's like,
yeah,
if he's doing that and everyone's going to, and you're going to get Beasley, you're going to get Campaign, you're going to get Green, you're going to get Bobby Portis, everybody. Even Giannis made a three tonight. That's when you know.
Giannis,
that's when you know.
Giannis made a three tonight.
That's when you know. When Giannis makes a three, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Look, a night like tonight was just their night, man. It was just their night. I really didn't see much that the Knicks could have done. They're not better than this team. They're not better than this team.
Are we really gonna go for the Grimes thing again? Let's
talk about it. Let's talk about it because shout out to Stephen Bondi. Quentin Grimes was openly frustrated with his role just now, said it's tough to find a rhythm when he rarely touches the ball, stands in the corner and gets subbed out after missing one shot. Look, everybody's frustrated when they don't get the ball. There was Mitch. It was Hart saying he doesn't feel involved. Grimes.
Yeah, Quickly last year.
It's hollow for me, bro. It's hollow for me, man. I get it. I get the frustration. Get him the rock. But what are you going to do with the rock when you get it, man? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What are you going to do with the rock? Even when he's getting his chances, he's bricking. Not getting to the free throw line. Getting caught up in between decision making. Playing hurried, playing rushed. I get it. Maybe he's a rhythm guy. I get it.
It's a chicken and an egg thing, CP, to me. It's he needs to take initiative and go create his own. Just like how Hart was frustrated. And then Hart just takes, grabs the bull by the horns and go creates his own shots. At the same time, this is where, if you're Thibs, figure out how to get your other guys involved.
What do you expect Thibs to do? What do you expect Thibs to do? We're getting smoked out here.
I'm not talking about tonight.
They still hitting threes from downtown. No, but he's saying, Bondi's saying that he got tight after he got subbed out, missing one shot.
For tonight?
Yeah. You going to blame the coach?
I don't care about tonight. I'm just talking about in general. For tonight, you didn't do anything.
Listen, man.
Every time you touched the ball, you tried to pass. You passed it, and I get it. Like
you've given them no reason to even give you the
ball. Whatever to be in that offense.
You've given them no reason to give you the ball. That's just a fact. And I'm Grimes high, but come on, man. And I get it. Listen, the kid's frustrated. He's chasing Dame down all damn day, 48 minutes, and not getting the ball. He's doing cardio at that. I get it. I totally understand his frustration. But there's two sides to the whole thing. And if you're not giving them any reason to get you the rock, you might get overlooked. They got no problem getting Dante the rock, right?
Dante, when
Dante's open, they're looking for him.
He was going to put a shot up, for sure.
I'm Grimes high, man, but like I can't, I see both sides.
Each player's different though, CP, and this is where I get it. I totally get it. It's on for a coach to say, yo, like he said for Hart, you get the rock, go make your opportunity. Thibs ain't. This is where I say Thibs is not an offensive creative guy where it's like you go watch Mike Brown, you go watch Kerr, you go watch anybody else. They'll get their fourth, fifth, and sixth guy the rock and go get some shots up for them so that way they can stay involved and they'll call their number. That's not going to happen here. And for Grimes, as much as I can ask for Thibs to do that, I do agree with you. Where Grimes gets it, he's got to make the most of his opportunity.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I also got to look at the coach. Like you're running this team. If your player's openly frustrated, you got to figure something out too. You're the guy managing the egos, managing the minutes, managing the play calling. You got to do something too, man. Like guys are openly frustrated. And look, I look at the front office too for this because you knew as soon as you went to go get Dante DiVincenzo, you knew that this guard rotation is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And and Grimes is now in a situation where he's like, look, last season I did everything you asked of me. You asked me to go play defense. I played defense. I took on the toughest assignment every single night. You asked me to come back, be a 3-and-D guy. I did that. On nights, you could rely on me. I can remember the Chicago game when he's knocking down threes. I can remember other games where he's just getting involved. He's cutting, finding big men, doing all that stuff. And you're like, oh, after a good season like that, after all the work I put in, maybe I get rewarded with more minutes the following season. No, you go trade for Josh Hart. Now you're bringing Dante DiVincenzo. If I'm Grimes, I'm like, yo, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do at some point? And like when you do all these moves, how do you want me to succeed?
I get it. I totally get it, man. I totally get it. But it's hard for me to just be outright, upset for him. Because, like I said, you're not giving him any reasons here, man. Oh, hold on, wait a second. Here's the voice of reason. We got a $20 super chat from Mr. Friday Night Knicks himself, Robert Randle. You knew he was coming through tonight because his guy, Julius, put the team on his back. We were expecting you, sir, and now we will read the super chat. Robert Randolph. Tell Grimes the plays are all the same when Dante Hart IQ get in the game. It's the same freaking plays. Time for him to get out the starting spot. Cam Reddish, Obi were both traded because of this guy. Hand over face emoji 3 times. Damn. Even the Friday Night Knicks guy is getting on him.
Obi's doing okay out in Indiana, though, getting some time.
Cam is alive. Let's see what he's doing
tonight. Well. Hey, man.
The Lakers up by 13.
Just because you didn't succeed over here don't mean you can't go succeed somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just need the right culture, the right environment, the right opportunity,
right
the right
fit.
system, the right fit, as you said. Exactly.
Right fit.
All right. And when I look at Grimes, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing at the end of the day. Thibs runs a read and react, as we all know. Dante, excellent in that. You just see it. Okay, I get it 1,000%. 1,000%. But you still have a guy that you drafted that you have to develop and you have to invest in. And now you can either say you're going to put this guy on the bench and you see that he's openly frustrated. I mean, now that he's openly frustrated, you're going to put him on the bench and be like, you know what? You're not doing what you're going to do. You go to the bench right now and you go figure it out. Oh, sure. That's great for your guys' confidence. That's a great way to handle it.
Yeah.
Now you want to go break the kid's confidence. Awesome. And then when someone says, "Hey, we're going to trade for Grimes," all right, CP's favorite trade for DeMar DeRozan, send Grimes and Evan Fournier out there to bring in Debo. You know, and then when the Bulls are like, oh yeah, great, we got a nice young prospect that we got on the low.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
No thanks. It's a bum night, man. Back to the phones, man. Lawrence from the BX. Lawrence, what's good?
Hey, thanks for taking my call, fellas.
How you feeling?
I'm all right. I want to talk about Thibs, his substitutions. Like in the first quarter, RJ was going good. Him and Randle was going good. RJ had 10 points. He was getting to the line, and here comes Thibs with his 10-play subbing. RJ comes out even though he's drawing fouls, and then he doesn't bring RJ back until about the 3-minute mark of the second quarter, and I said he freezes them out. RJ doesn't get another shot until the third, and this is why the team is struggling. Because the ball is not moving. We need that ball to move. It's too much ISO basketball. Even though we wouldn't have won tonight, Bucks was hitting everything. But when we were in the game, they have to share that ball. I know Randle was hot, but they have to share that ball.
Okay. That's right. I mean,
you know, you had
yeah,
like you have moments where it's just Julius and it's Brunson back and forth, and you got guys doing cardio. And it's like, come on, even if you don't shoot the ball, if you touch it, you know, it gives you energy.
Sure,
you know, but the fact that I'm doing cardio and I'm not touching the ball is like now when we get in trouble, here guys that we want to get involved. We down by 15 now.
Yeah,
I wasn't in the game the whole time.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, look, it's certainly part of the issue, but you know, they also dropped 122 points tonight, man.
Oh, no, I agree with you. They was hitting everything. But when we were in the game, and it's not only tonight, you know, I listen to you guys all the time. If we want to win big, we have to share that ball. I know we're an ISO-heavy team, but to beat the good teams, you have to share the ball often.
Absolutely.
You have to share the ball early.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and Grimes, and going on the Grimes topic.
Yeah, what do you think?
We got to give Grimes a break. You know, again, yes, he's a professional. He's supposed to stay ready. But if I'm not touching the ball, I'm not going to hit no shots.
It's understandable. It's understandable. Okay. I think that the people are nominating you for Call of the Night, man. Lawrence from BX. I think he's a nominee for Call of the Night. I'm seeing fives in the chat.
Throw up the X.
Yeah. Oh, you got one tomato, though. Brightest future. Take it up with him in the chat.
Right. I appreciate taking the call, fellas.
Salute.
All
right. So that's one nominee. The Call of the Night is gonna get a giveaway pack, courtesy of their friends at KnicksFanTV. I think that was a nominee. Lawrence from the BX. Everybody note that one down. Lawrence from the BX. If you guys want to be nominated for Call of the Night, you gotta come with some facts. You gotta come with the heat.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can I call in so I could be in this?
Nah.
Why not?
It's just for the people, man. It's a people show. So Lawrence is a nominee. He's on the dais to be voted on by the end of the night by the good fans of KnicksFanTV. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP the franchise, Alex Rotaros on the ones and twos. Tough night for the orange and blue, man. Knicks get absolutely smoked down in the Cream City. Eliminated from the in-season tournament. No Vegas for us. They lose 146-122. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you guys to one of the sponsors of our show tonight, and that is BetterHelp. You know, the holiday time is a great time to be around your family and your loved ones, but for some people, it's a very tough time. It could bring about times of anxiety and depression, and for that, you know, therapy is something that a lot of people will turn to. And for you guys at home looking for gifts for the holidays, sometimes you give yourself some self-care, some self-love during the holidays. Therapy should be one of those options. Consider giving therapy a try. And with BetterHelp, the thing that's good about it is it's entirely online. It's convenient. It's flexible. It's suited to your schedule. All you have to do is just fill out a short questionnaire, short survey to get matched with a licensed therapist. And you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So give it a try. Like I said, you know, a lot of times therapy, it's not about being weak or you know, looking at it in a negative way. These things can help you get back on the right track and get your mental back on the right track. So once again, man, give it a try. Go to betterhelp.com/KFTV for a 10% off your first month. Once again, that's betterhelp.com/KFTV for 10% off your first month. Okay. All right, back to the phones we go. Shameek from North Carolina. Shameek, how you feeling?
Peace, blessings, and the vibes. How y'all been doing tonight?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man. It's frustrated.
Yeah.
The three-point shooting was terrible tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I understand Grimes' frustrations, but I want to talk about another player.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about IQ. IQ did not show up tonight. He has not shown up in the last few games. But he wants to get paid like a starter. How about he started when we need some production from him on a regular basis? Because, listen, he went, 1 for 7 tonight, missing easy bunnies in the lane, all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah.
He's been terrible the last few games. Now, Grimes, one shot, I can understand, but, like you said, he has to do something. When you get the opportunity, he's passing it or turning it over, doing something. But between him and IQ, oh, my gracious, they have got to do better.
Yeah.
Peace, blessings, positive vibes, rapid fire.
Shameek,
y'all be easy.
Peace. Yeah, IQ wasn't good tonight, man. He wasn't good tonight. Yeah, Beauchamp guarding him. I didn't like his energy. Like, he just didn't have that spark like he usually does,
What happened, CP? What, like, and I want to know what happened to the team, and then I'll talk about IQ.
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody was just down outside of Randle, who seemed like he had that man was on a great vacation or something before playing tonight, because he must have gotten he was well rested, came out and dropped 41 points.
Well, I'll tell you
everybody
exactly
else was like moving like they were in molasses.
Listen, I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Well, what is it, CP? Let's hear it.
He's watching the show.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
I mean, isn't it obvious? We called him out during the week. We said, is he going to show up tonight?
And not just...
All calculated.
And not just on video. In my article, I asked that question, too.
Yeah.
Will he show up in prime time?
Yeah. He was great, man. Shout out to Julius. He played like a man possessed. He was great.
And we wasted... This is the second time we've wasted a game like this, man.
Yeah.
He had 52 points against the Wolves last season. He had 41 points against the Bucks. He's working, Giannis.
Wasted it. Rate Shameek's call in the chat. Is that another call nominee for call of the night? He was calling out quick. I saw some fives in there. What do you guys think, man? Call us up 657-383-1509 or hit us up on the KFTV Discord. It's right below us. The number is literally right there. Y'all just gotta look at the screens. Look at the screens. The number's right there. Shout out to I see Panatha for life. We got to get to their super chat. Salute to them. Let's go through some more of the super chats that came in. We catching up a little bit. Shout out to Young Kobe, $5 super chat. 0-7 against teams with a winning record. Hey, we are who we are right now. We're not a great team. We're a good team, not a great team. Salute to Devin DiPiero. Salute. And we faced them 3 more times. Yeah, we played Milwaukee 3 times in 3 weeks. And Boston. Rough game for Mitch and Brunson, IQ and Grimes. With Brunson, I thought, especially in the beginning of the game, I just thought he was just missing the shots. I didn't think it was anything they were doing. They were running him. He was running off the screen and rolls. Milwaukee was in their drop coverage. He was trying to kill him from the mid-range like he usually does. And his shots weren't falling. I didn't think it was anything that Beasley did to stop him. I just thought, just like Julius was knocking down damn near every one of his shots, Brunson missed a lot that he usually makes. Brunson makes 5 or more shots. Doesn't mean that we win the game, but could have been
closer.
Could have been a little closer.
Yeah, no, Brunson, look, you went 10 for 22 tonight. Not the most efficient Brunson night we've seen, okay? He still got his 24, but this was a high-scoring game. I mean, he missed 3 free throws, CP. He didn't hit any. He went 4 for 7 from the free throw line. Yeah. He didn't hit any of his 3-pointers, though.
Didn't hit any
He didn't
threes.
hit any. This is a guy that's shooting close to 50%, CP.
Yeah.
He didn't hit any of his threes. Look, there's just some nights where a player doesn't have it. Like, he got to all of his spots. That's the one thing about Brunson. No one's really going to stop him from not getting to his spots. It's right. If his shots are not connecting, it's because he's not in rhythm that night. It's an off night for Brunson. Yeah. Plain and simple. Still an off night. He got 24. And could he have had like 30? Sure. The Knicks prior, we're talking about instead of a 146 to 122, we're talking about 146 to 132?
Yeah.
This is where you look at everybody else on the team. Where is everybody else in this game? Damn near everybody on the Bucks showed up tonight for every role player. Look, you have Beasley going 6 for 11.
That's what we were looking at for our guys.
Yeah, look, you had Brooke went 4 for 8. Beasley went 6 for 11. Middleton went 6 for 12. Okay, you had Portis 5 for 9. You had Beecham who went 2 for 3. Payne went 5 for 6. Yeah. Green went 3 for 4.
They played their A game.
They played their best game, man.
They played their best game. We can't match that.
And then when you look on the opposite side, you get Quick 1 for 7. DiVincenzo 2 for 5.
Nick shot 30% from 3.
Had one shot.
I mean, look at the threes, man. We got outscored by 48 points from 3. No, who could have predicted that? Right? Like I said, when we got outscored by 30 in the first game, I'm like, all right, that was a bad shooting night by us. We're coming in shooting hot. We're coming in hot. It's got to be somewhere in the middle, right? Like, we might not hit 50 from that, but at least average. Couldn't even get there.
Nope.
Couldn't even get
there.
Not tonight. All right, who else is going up for the caller of the night? On the Discord we go. XXX Carlos. Let's go. Unmute your mic. Pause.
Kamusta kayo mga pare ko from KnicksFanTV?
Chew. Yeah.
The game started here 8:30 in the morning from where I'm calling.
Where are you calling, sir?
12 in the afternoon.
Where are you calling?
From the Philippines.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I figured. Okay.
And
good to hear from you.
I'm already late for work, actually. I'm late. I'm always late for work every time the Knicks play.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like working today, to be honest, after that tough loss.
All right, so just put on post game at work, man. Tell them you're a replay gang, and this is more important, and they'll understand.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have a 10-year-old son. He's a huge Bucks fan.
Ooh.
He likes Damien Middleton, surprisingly not Giannis.
Oh, all right.
I'm already pissed right now because I won't hear the end of it when he gets back home from school.
Oh, man.
There are probably some Knicks fans out there who have kids that are not a fan of the Knicks like their parents, but if you're a fan that gets easily annoyed by your kid, I hope you don't have a problem like mine.
Yeah, it's all right. We just get new ones.
I'd like to chokeslam my son whenever he trash talks me, especially when the Knicks and the Bucks play.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
I have just one rapid fire about this game.
Sure.
We need to address our issue with the power forward situation.
Yeah.
I like the sheer will of Josh Hart, but we badly need some size.
Okay.
I saw him get barbecue chicken by Portis, who is also a legitimate 4 on some possessions.
Talk about it.
And it was mentioned before by you, Alex, that if we don't trade for a backup power forward, for like a Kuzma or Kelly Olynyk or Danilo Gallinari, we need to use that draft to get to the 4, right?
Yeah.
However, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
I saw Obi's little brother Jacob suited up, so why not utilize him? He's now consistently good on G League, and maybe it's time to get his feet wet. It's going to be a matter of time because once Randle gets injured, knock on wood, we are in huge trouble. But of course, knowing Thibs, he probably won't get that. So what do you think? And thank you for accepting my call.
It's fair. Salute to Carlos, man. Salute to Carlos.
I'm also Kaloy84, by the way. I'm also the same guy.
Carlo84. Oh, okay. But Carlo's your name, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's me.
Got it, man. Got it. I got Carlo on the Discord. Said he was late for work and then went on a 5-minute call. You got to love it. He's a fan of the show, man. Take your time. Work or wait, man. Take your time.
He's calling in from the Philippines.
He's calling in from the field. He's calling in long distance.
Late for work.
He's calling in long distance. We got to let him rock. There's no shot clock if you call it in long distance, man. We let him cook. Whether you call it from India, Philippines, Japan, shout out to our guy Greg from Vietnam, wherever he's at. We let our international viewers cook, man. They're calling in long distance, man. They paid for it.
You told him to go get a new son, though? Is that what you're trying to do? What are you doing over here?
I say go get new ones, man. Don't worry about it. What do you guys think about that call? Rate that call in the chat, man. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. That might be another nominee, man. That might be another nominee. So who we got? We got Shameek from NC. We got Carlo from the Philippines. And who was my guy from the Bronx? I had the name with the L. Was it Larry? Who was the guy, Edgar, from the Bronx? Lamar? Lawrence. I think Lawrence from the Bronx. Lawrence on the BX. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they address the power forward situation during this season. Not sure if they even do. You know, the Toppin thing, that's not going to happen. I would love to see Thibs dip into the rotation a little bit and give guys, extended looks because, look, Julius goes down, you cook. The whole season's finished.
Man.
So, Julius goes down, the whole season is finished.
You're telling me that Hart playing the 4 is not the answer?
Yeah, when, you got Bobby Portis shooting right over him. And I loved Hart. Hart had a good game today. I thought Hart had to play well today. He's been playing with a mean streak, with an edge lately. It's good.
Yeah. But then, like, as you said, you see Bobby Portis shooting over him, shooting over RJ as well. And you're like, wow, no resistance whatsoever. And CP, it's not just the Bucks. It's the Celtics.
Yeah.
You think about any team that's got the height, right? Like, outside of the Cavs, who are more of a finesse team, I say, like, and not really a physical team. Like, you think about the Celtics and the Bucks, like, those teams, they got the height, they got the physicality. Like, if we put Hart or RJ out there, like, Horford's just shooting over them. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
What are we doing?
True,
like,
indeed.
Tatum is also tall. Tatum's 6'9". Like, Tatum's just shooting over Josh Hart. That's
true indeed. True indeed.
No
man.
resistance. You got to figure that out, man.
Salute to Knicks Galaxy, just joined the franchise channel members, and happy birthday to Knicks Galaxy. So they treated themselves on their birthday to a membership to KnicksFanTV, number one show for the fans by the fans. We appreciate them for that. We appreciate them. Kid Duro, $5 super chat, says, my Fournier and Grimes for Burks trade idea hasn't been looking so crazy now with how Grimes has been stinking up the joint in the last few weeks. Oh, bad. Salute to Panatha for life, Al. They went rapid fire with the super chats. $20 super chat says, hey guys, just sick over here, have a fever, and we lost. I got chills, I'm sweating, sleeping on the couch. Girls in her own bed. Anyone? All right. I'm not reading any more of that. Salute to Panatha for life. Get better. Rest up. Take some. Put some Robitussin on it. Whatever, man. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, I don't know. They went crazy with the super chats. I can't do it.
Giving us some medical advice.
Yeah,
here we go.
Keeping it international, Al. Let's go to Puerto Rico. Damien from Puerto Rico. Let's go.
How y'all fellas doing tonight?
How you doing, man?
I'm depressed, actually.
Talk about it.
Yeah. I'm actually from New York, but I went on vacation to Puerto Rico thinking that we were going to win, but,
Passport, bro.
Anyways, I don't even know what happened after halftime because we were down by 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what happened, but we deviated from the game plan. We were playing well in the first half, passing the ball, playing fast in transition, and in the second half, nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we have RJ taking boneheaded shots in the first half when he was driving in the rim, and he got blocked by Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
Every time Grimes has the ball, he looks like he's a deer in headlights. He don't know when to shoot. He don't know when to pass. I don't even know what to do with him. Julius Randle, phenomenal game. 40-plus points. You would expect that to be a W, but, of course, that didn't happen. I'm just shocked. I don't even know what happened. I just saw open 3 after open 3 after open 3. I think it was in the first half. I don't remember if it was the second or third quarter, but they moved the ball around, and I think it was Portis that took a shot in the corner, a corner 3, and I saw Brunson. He just looked at him. He didn't even run after him. That's what's concerning about this team. I don't even care about contested threes, and they make it. Good for them. They make contested 3. It's the open threes. Come on.
Yeah.
Show some effort at least or something. I can't just watch this because if I continue watching this, it's just going to be a bigger problem.
Yeah.
What else do I have to say? We need to switch with this backup 4 situation. I don't know because it's tough to watch. I mean, Hart, great game. I thought he had a great game, but we just need some size. We have Obi Toppin's brother on the bench. For what reason? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm just angry. I would piggyback on a lot of points that other people said, but I don't want to keep going, so I'm going to just let it rock. I just want to hear what y'all think.
Enjoy your vacation, man.
Thank you.
Enjoy your vacation, man.
Thank you, brother.
They'll bounce back Friday in Boston. Appreciate it, man.
I don't even know if we can bounce back on Friday against Boston after what I just saw tonight.
Oh, man. Could be tough.
I'm going to keep it a buck, man.
Could be tough, man. It's hard to see how they get up for that one, but, you know.
Yeah.
Tough schedule, man.
Actually, I have one other thing.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. Because I've been hearing a lot of people wanting Donovan Mitchell. And I personally don't want Donovan Mitchell because I think he's a great player, granted, and he's very efficient this year. But I think he's a ball stopper. And I think we just need more of a wing type of player. Like, I don't know, maybe trade for DeAndre Hunter from Atlanta Hawks. I think that might be a good fit. You know, you get some defense. He can score. He doesn't need the ball too much. He's a good all-ball shooter. And, yeah, I just want to know what you think about that. Thanks.
Yeah, he wouldn't be bad. Of course he would fit. You know, I think he'd be a fine fit. But, like, it's just, is that enough? You know, like, you look at tonight, man, you got outgunned.
Definitely we got outgunned.
You got outgunned. I mean, how many games Lillard had 28? He had damn near 30. How many games do him and Giannis drop 30 apiece? How many times do you see the Knicks do that?
Right.
That's dominance.
I mean, when you see Giannis just pulling up from three like it's nothing, and he just hits it. And what actually surprised me is that Mitch didn't even go out and contest it. He just stood there. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on a Giannis three, man, you live with it because you don't want him to put it on the floor. You know, he puts it on the floor, one dribble, one spin move, and he's got a reverse dunk on you. You know.
Right.
So, like I said, and I think that's what the Knicks got caught up with tonight. It's like, yo, you can't stop everything. You make a game plan. You're trying to get the ball out of Giannis' hand. You're trying to build your wall. He finds an open guy, and they make you pay. Like, the guy that they were letting shoot those threes in the first half, who was it, A.J. Green?
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I was like, who is this my player? You know. Just coming up with deep range dead eye, just pulling up, just making everything.
Like, in the game plan, and appreciate the call, man. In the game plan, like, I'm living with that, bro. You know, I'm living with that. And he made him pay. It was a tough night at the office for them. I think dude was going for call of the night. Yeah, he was in Puerto Rico. He's on vacation.
Did you say he was going to stay on vacation because he thought the Knicks were going to win?
I don't know. Frank Ramirez says, bro, that international call is getting expensive. Yeah, he called long distance. International minutes. Rate that call in the chat, man. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. I think he was going for it. We're having our own little end-season tournament here. Night Terror on the Discord. Night Terror, what's going on? Night Terror, going once on the Discord.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
How you feel, man?
I'm chilling, bro. Everybody out here just wilding.
Yeah.
They're a little bit too angry. They're a little bit too upset.
They wanted to go to Vegas,
like, I don't know if y'all... Huh?
We want to
go to Vegas, but at the same time, bro, like, let's look back at the past couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Like, we've started out rocky. Last season, we had to do a whole, like, rotation change just to go on a run and to get back into, like, playoff contention, play-in contention. Like, I'm not tripping. We lost, 7, 8 games to start out the first 20 games? How many of those games Julius was wasn't on like his on the ball, or RJ was out because of the migraines? Like, it's all coming together. It's coming together slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Like, RJ starting to get his game back, and this whole thing with QG, I'm not tripping on QG. I ain't tripping on RJ all these years. I'm not tripping on QG.
Okay.
It just, once again, it's one of those things. It's going to come together slowly. Because it wasn't too long ago we were seeing Randle and QG do those like dribble handoffs. Yeah. They're not really doing it like that recently. You feel me? They just working it all together. And tonight, the Bucks was on fire. On fire. Everybody was making their threes. I was like, nah, son. If we not gonna make half of the threes we usually make, because once again, this season we're a good 3-point shooting team compared to the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
If we keep it in a buck.
Well,
if we make a couple more threes, bro, like the momentum could swing. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those nights where they was on 100. We was just like on a 25.
They couldn't get there. They couldn't get there. And look, I think you could be right. This thing could just be a slow, a slow process, slowly cooking. But I think the reality is when you look at the fact that this team is 0-7 now against teams 500 or better, like they're just not there. And in the present day, like I don't see this team growing into an upper echelon team this year. Not this year. I don't think they don't have it. And the guys at TNT, as much as they get it wrong about the Knicks, they're right. A lot of things have to go well for the Knicks to be good. When you look at the Milwaukee Bucks team, it doesn't have to be that way. Tonight was a night where it's like, damn, when it's good, it's damn good. But when you got Giannis and Dame that can make something out of nothing, that's the luxury we don't necessarily have. We don't necessarily have that luxury where it can get ugly, but our two guys just are so dominant that they can will you to a win. We're just not on that level. And now you're 0-7 against those teams. You got to go to Boston on Friday, another tough game. When you play those teams, everything has to go right. Everything has to go right, man.
I think when I look at the Knicks playing against the upper echelon teams, it's not necessarily that we don't have guys like Randle who can score and Brunson who can score. Are you going to get the consistency out of everybody else? That's always like my concern. That's really where it comes from. Like when you talk about everything has to hit right, CP.
Yeah.
Is RJ going to have a good night? Is Quickly going to show up tonight? Because if we're going to ask those questions, and look, you can remove everything. You can keep what Giannis and Dame did. Everybody else went berserk for the Bucks. Their role players I just ran off all the numbers, CP. So like, do we have guys that can keep up scoring wise? Brunson, sure. Randle, yes. Randle just put up 41 points. Like we can't just watch that and be like, oh, it's not possible. We don't have a guy that can put up 40. We know Brunson can put up 45. We saw him do that against the Bucks too on good efficiency. It's not like we don't have two guys that can do that. Are they in the echelon of like a Giannis? No. But do we have guys that can help keep Knicks in the game? Absolutely. But I'm looking at everybody else, man. Like everyone else has got to show up to the party.
Got to show up.
You got to wake up.
Got to wake up. Shout out Clo Clash. Just joined the franchise channel member. Salute to you, Clo Clash. Salute to Clo Clash. Chauncey on the Discord. Chauncey, let's go.
Yo, how you guys doing?
Good, man. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
I'm my nickname's Chauncey.
You're breaking up, sir. What was that?
Sorry, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
I just want to talk about the whole Grimes thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really just been tough to watch because I know how good he is. I mean, he shows it on different playing fields. Like, what was it? Last year he went off in the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even this year in preseason, it looks like because most of the starters weren't really playing, he looked comfortable out there, and he was playing freely, and it's just like he's playing hot potato every time he gets the ball now. And
yeah,
I don't know. I want to see him do more. I feel like there's no reason why he should not be averaging 13, 14, 15 a game. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't help himself because he looks scared when he has the ball in his hands.
His confidence is shot. It's shot. He has no rhythm. He's frustrated. They're losing. He's overworking himself. Not getting involved in it. His confidence is all over. He's shot, man.
Yeah, totally. It's shot because he's guarding the best player every night. If he's not getting looks on the offense, it's kind of like all his dirty work is going unappreciated. Like you're not going to reward him for doing all the dirty work, and it's kind of just I feel like Thibs needs to have plays drawn up for this guy. I mean, we've seen some of the shots he makes. There's very quick release, very tight window. It looks like, and he used to be a point guard. So I don't see why he should handle the ball a little bit more, get more involved in the offense. I mean,
second unit. Maybe it makes sense, man. Maybe it makes sense to give him a change of scenery with the second unit.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but then I also was thinking the few games, I think it was 1 or 2 games when Grimes was out and DiVincenzo was in the starting lineup. I mean, DiVincenzo didn't look like he was getting a lack of touches. Like he was getting his shots up, he was making them, and it looked like he just gelled better.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. Maybe Al. Maybe it's the move. Maybe he needs to move to the bench.
Let's go to Thibs, man. I just sent you something on in the Slack, so go to your chat, and then you have Thibs talking about Quentin Grimes tonight. If you want to go to that.
We got Grimes audio. Okay, all right, hang on.
Yeah, we got Thibs talking about Quentin Grimes.
Okay. Let's see here. Hang on. Salute to everybody in the chat. Did you listen to the audio, Ed? How is it? Sometimes SNY's microphones ain't too good.
I have not listened to it yet. I just sent it to you because I saw Thibs talking about Quentin Grimes.
Got you. All right, let's see how it sounds. Let's see if we can pull it up. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We are getting breaking audio in here. Number one show for the fans by the fans is cooking right now. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see how it is. Here is Thibs on the Grimes situation. Here's Thibs. Here's what he got to say. Here we go.
I look at how the unit is functioned, and so I would say tonight we didn't play well, and it wasn't to put it on, Quentin's not fair. I don't think we really had anyone who played really well, so we're capable of a lot better. You win together, you lose together. Just focus on the improvement and getting ready for the next game.
Okay. So there it is.
Thibs is telling everyone it's okay.
We ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. I was waiting for that part. I think we just missed that part. That's what he's about to say.
CP, we ride together.
NBA Report live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Oh, the Kid Mero's coming on the show tomorrow. 12 o'clock edition of KnicksFanTV.
Oh, wow.
Matinee edition, the Kid Mero. He and our guy Carmelo Anthony have a new podcast coming out 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. The Kid Mero is coming through to talk Knicks and plug the pod. So I hope you guys join us for a matinee edition of KnicksFanTV. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll be on the NBA Report recapping the in-season tournament. Look, as a starting five, as a collective, they've been fine. As Thibs said, I look at to see how they're performing as a unit, meaning he's not going to make that change right now. But as you said, maybe there's ways that he could look and see, hey, are we not getting this guy the ball? Should we be getting him some more touches? And it's a little bit on everybody. It's on Thibs. It's on Grimes to be more assertive. It's on Julius and Jalen and RJ, the playmakers, to find him. I think so. A little bit on everybody.
Not an easy situation, CP.
Not an easy situation.
And look, we dissected this thing so many times.
Yeah,
as soon as you got Dante DiVincenzo, that guard rotation
changed.
It changed dramatically. And so now that you have to figure out, hey, is Dante on tonight? And he wasn't on tonight. Yep. But if he's on, then he's going to get the minutes. If Grimes is on, he's going to get the minutes. If you got Josh Hart cooking, you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
We're going to leave Randle out there, and we're just going to shuffle everything else around. Right?
Yeah.
So hey, this is it's tough.
Gut check time. KP from BK, what's good? KP from BK, going once.
CP the franchise, what's going on, baby?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm originally from Brooklyn. Just say that, but I reside here in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
All right.
Holding it down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Love the show. Been watching you guys for several years.
Thank you.
You actually, when I first started, short story, first started watching, I thought you were this dude that I actually went to school with. You could pass for his twin brother, I promise you.
Okay.
But just wanted to comment rapid fire on the situation. I mean, I'm not shocked the Knicks lost. It's Milwaukee. It's one of those teams I love to hate, kind of like the Giants and Green Bay. But, I'm not shocked we lost. Shocked we got our butts kicked like we did. But I am. I thought we were going to be competitive, especially after the first half. Randle was playing like, vintage Randle. Mm-hmm. I know he gets a lot of flack in a lot of different ways, but I'm a Randle fan, man.
He was great tonight.
He really was. He led the charge. Maybe Brunson's hurting a little bit. His shoulder, his shot was off. Mm-hmm. RJ came alive late. I don't know what was going on with Mitch, but he didn't seem like himself. But I really wanted to talk about. Did you guys hear that post-game interview with Grimes?
We
I know
did.
You might have been setting up for the show. He was talking real spicy in that post-game.
Yeah.
He was making some valid points, but at the same time, he's getting a lot of minutes. I think it came off as a bit of somewhat of some excuses to me personally. Yeah. I think that he got to. I think you touched on it earlier. He has to do other things. He has to do other things like not defensively, some steals, something.
Yeah.
He has. He has to contribute in other ways other than shooting if he's not getting the touches.
And that's what Thibs said, man. Appreciate the call. That's what Thibs said. You got to be contributing to winning in some way, shape, or form. And here was Grimes again, just a little bit more on Grimes, Al. Who does this sound like? Quentin Grimes says he feels like if he misses a shot, he's getting pulled from the game. Every shot I shoot feels like it probably weighs 100 pounds. Who does that sound like?
Well, it could be many people. Could be Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Could be Obi Toppin.
Ooh.
Two most recent.
Hive is he's headed in the wrong direction, man.
Maybe he's reading the writing on the wall, CP. He's like, wait a minute. I didn't go to Villanova. I'm not a Nova Nick.
Well, I think what he's saying is that coach don't trust him.
And how could he, man? How could he trust him at this point when after that injury against the Hawks, he has not shown up? I mean, he had a good game against the Bucks the first time. He was fine against the Celtics. That was probably one of the more confusing games, that he had 3 threes in a row, and then I never saw him back in the game again. And this is where it's like, this is why I keep saying, man, it's a chicken or egg theory, where it's like, is it Grimes not being aggressive? Is it Thibs not calling plays for him? Is it Thibs not giving him a long enough runway because then he pulls him out? Like, to pull him out after he hit 3 threes in that game in a row, I'm like,
that was ridiculous.
I was like, what are we doing, man? So it's like, it's all over the place when it comes to Grimes. And it's like, I understand it, man. How do you not, like I said, this dude was just asked to be to guard the toughest guy last season.
Yeah. Yep.
Played 30 minutes before Josh Hart got here. Yep. Over 30 minutes. And he did everything he asked. And now his minutes gets reduced.
Edgar, I just pulled the plug on Chris. There was a Chris on the line that I was about to get to, and I hit the wrong button on the switchboard. So, Chris, if you're out there, if you were waiting on the switchboard for a minute to get on, you were just about to get on. So, Chris, if you are out there, please call back, and we will get you on right away. Come through, Chris. Robert Randolph, 2 super chats tonight. Oh, that Julius 40 piece got him feeling himself. Here we go. Enjoy Thibs' last season. Was a good run of stability. Doc Rivers will be the new coach. Worldwide West will be able to add stars they've been wanting to add. # secrets. Okay. All right, so it looks like Thibs is going to get that extension that we were wondering about. Maybe about 3-4 more years. It sounds like he'll be here for the long haul.
He said Doc would be the next guy. Oh, great. Yeah, because Doc's really going to change everything that Thibs does. It's
Yeah.
You know that Spider-Man meme when they're pointing at each other? Yeah. You're welcome.
And a shout out to Robert Randolph, a.k.a. Sergeant Sources, as they call him in the chat. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. If you guys are new in the chat, salute. Salute to CK2K on the... shout out to CK2K on the play-by-play. Presented by Underdog Fantasy. Remember to support our sponsors, man. Go to betterhelp.com/KFTV for 10% off your first month. Manscaped.com, promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Also, check out our sponsors over at BetUS. All right, a couple more calls before we wrap up. We got to wrap. Fox from LI. Fox, what's good?
Okay, here I go. CP, Alex, let's go with the brothers.
We've been waiting on you, fam. Let's go.
What up?
Ah, man.
Yeah.
I'm all right, man. I can't complain, man.
Okay.
I got a vision, and I also want to stand tall for the Knick Nation. CP, come on, CP. And Alex, you let him say it. You let him sit there and say it. How could you say Milwaukee is just a better team than us? I don't believe that, brother.
Okay.
The thing is, this is the vision. I need a game, just maybe, specifically, maybe the playoffs. I'll take the playoffs, right? I'll take 4 games to where we can all play, all be clicking at the same time. CP, Alex, when was we clicking at the same time playing the Bucks? And I'm thinking about it because I'm sitting here, and I'm like, this is crazy. We got Randle cooking one time, and then quickly he's nowhere to be found, right? And that's cool. We can take that. We're gonna take that. And then before when we played them, we got quickly cooking. We got Randle not cooking. So can I get a game? And like I said, preferably in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can I get games to where we're all cooking?
Okay.
Because I know we could wash them up. The whole fact of the matter is they're not better than us. They're not better than us.
Okay.
Look what's going on. We got to stand tall, and we got to understand we just all need to click at the same time. Preferably the playoffs.
You want to tell us? You want to tell us the last time we've beaten this team?
We haven't beaten them in a while. They beat us 8 times straight now, CP.
So then what are we talking about? They're 3-14 against this team in the last 5 years, fam. We're not there.
Right. But look at those games. Let's look at those games that they're 3-15. Those games, everybody's not clicking. It's something with these teams. It could be a hoax, CP. I don't know.
A hoax.
Something.
All right, man. I got to get out of here and go eat some birthday cake, man. All right, bro. I'm going to holler at you, man. Keep hope alive. That's all I'll say. Just keep hope alive. They're 3-14 against this team since 2018.
Would you like me to make it even more miserable for you?
Yeah, sure. Please.
How many games that Giannis has played while as a Buck has he won against the Knicks?
I mean, I just gave you 3-14 from 2018. How many more years is that? How many more years we got to go back?
He came into the league in 2013.
Oh, what's the record since then?
Giannis has won 27 out of 35 games against the Knicks.
I mean, guys, man, like we get, this is the thing. Like we got to be in tune with reality. Chris from Charlotte. Let's wrap this up. Last call of the night. Closer.
Yo, how we doing, fellas?
Good. Great.
Yeah, I hear you. I just want to, first of all, give Julius his flowers.
Yeah.
Keep it on a high note.
Sure.
Give Julius his flowers. My man scored 41 tonight. I know we've been kind of bashing on Julius. I'm going to give him his flowers, man. Good shit. Good stuff.
Nope. Name the show. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just be honest. He was tweaking. The Bucks are a way better team than us.
Yeah.
They got Giannis, they got Dame, and their squad is pretty nice. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
What I would like to see out of these guys is a little bit more two-man game between Julius and Brunson.
Absolutely.
It was disappointing to see what we got from Quickly tonight, but we still got to rock with them.
Yeah.
I felt like they kind of knew our game plan. We were clogging up the paint, and they was just spraying that three, man, and they just demolished us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say, though. I mean, I guess it's really disappointing because we got that playoff feeling, but it's you got to, like you said, reality check, man. This team is better than us. So
yeah,
I'm gonna leave you with a question.
Okay.
Where do we take it from here? Because I don't really see how we get into that next tier. I feel like we're in that mid-tier. We're middle of the pack, which is not where you want to be at all. So I don't even know where we got to go, what we got to do. But all right, man, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate the call, Chris. Appreciate the call. Well, they just got to weather the storm. I mean, the good news is that they're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. They're beating the bottom feeders. That'll allow you to run up some wins in the win column. But bad news is they're just not on the level of a Boston, a Milwaukee, a Philly. They're just not there. I'm sure Miami could probably still scrape them up in a series. So they're just not there yet. And so you got to hope that, they're almost 20 games into the season. You got a quarter of the way through. You keep going. It's still a very long season. A lot of things can happen. And you just have to hope for continued development, continued improvement from your big two in Brunson and Julius. They've showed you things for sure. Improvement from within. You want RJ to get back to where he was when he started. We'll see what happens on Friday. Quickly, You want Grimes, like you want to see that continued internal improvement until there's a move that can be made. But I mean, you look at all the guys out there. There's not many options left, man. So you just got to keep riding the wave.
And to echo on that point, CP, it's really like if you're not going to get that superstar, like, and I mean, let me explain, like the Embiids, the Giannis's, the Jokic, like if you're not going to get any of those guys or someone in that like 10, like a Jason Tatum, a Luka Doncic, it's like you got to hope for like internal development. And you know what the Knicks actually need to do, CP? Draft somebody. Can we draft somebody? Can we please draft somebody? For the last couple of years, can we please add somebody to this roster?
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. Could have had Jalen Williams, who's on OKC, man. We needed a wing. How about that guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we go back to the well and see if we can get another guy to get in here that we can develop? Because at this point, you have to go through that way. Like, you can still be good and develop young players, but you got to go draft the young players that you believe are going to be good.
Yep.
So, this is where you just rely on Grimes quickly, as you already said, to, like, improve their skill-wise. But you know what they also need, CP? Touches. Especially Grimes.
It's fair. It's fair. Let's see what happens there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Okay, the poll is up. The poll is up. Salute to TM. We're getting it up there. Vote for the caller of the night. Lawrence from the BX, Shameek from North Carolina, or Carlo, International Carlo from the Philippines. Go ahead and vote on it. And while we do that, we are going to make our announcements as we wrap the show. Get your votes on in the chat. Salute to Romello Aviles. Says, need a small forward, need a shooting guard. Quickney seems to shrink when playoff intensity grows. Adding Spider makes it so that they can't throw their best defenders on Brunson. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, $5 Super Chats. I hated the Bucks since Andrew Lang ended Patrick Ewing's all-star career. Dirty play. Broke the big fella's wrist. Grimes IQ RJ treated the Bucks like this was 3 years ago. Big stage. Nervous. Didn't show up. Shameek Boyd to shout out to Cody Clark. There was a Mitchie tonight. Tell him Alejandro salute. He got the passport, bro. Joke. Okay. Yeah, man. Tough night at the office. Canceling the Vegas plans. But it is what it is, man. We'll bounce back. Bounce back in a major way in Boston, in Beantown. Lopez 104, salute. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m., the Kid Mero is coming through to KFTV, man. We're going to talk Knicks. We're going to talk the new podcast between him and Carmelo Anthony, 7 p.m. to Brooklyn. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll be on the NBA Report. CP, Alex, and Andrew recapping the NBA in-season tournament. You got Phoenix and LA tied up at 59 apiece on TNT third quarter. Okay, whoa, this one is a close one, Al. This one's going head-to-head. Lawrence and Carlo. Lawrence looks like he is pulling out. Pulling ahead. He looks like he's pulling ahead. So there it is. Shout out to TM. Shout out to all the producers, man. Tyler, Gamba,
Asman was in the chat today.
Who? Jake. Shout out
Jake
guy
was in the
Jake Asman. Shout out our guy Jake Asman, man. He had to take a break from all that Jet talk. Boy, oh boy.
To come back to this.
Man,
Yeesh.
oh man. Whoa. Man, thank God I pulled the plug from football, man. Thank God. I pulled the plug this year. I'm good.
You are not the fool who was watching the Jets play the Falcons, and like this guy was. I had it on TV.
I'm not going to
what
be
am I
here like
doing
Magic
here?
Johnson said. No, sir. No, sir.
You're coming back next season, right?
I won't be here. I won't be here. All right, so it looks like Lawrence is going to win. So, Lawrence, man, congratulations. Email us at kftvmedia@gmail.com, and we will get you your prize caller of the night, Al. I think that was a good segment. Audience liked it. We're voting for the caller of the night, like Star Search. That was a little before your time. I dropped that intentionally because that was before your time. That was a classic. Forget about American Idol and all that. Star Search. Ed McMahon. Classic. Before your time. It was before your time. 419 Law. 419 Law. Salute. Hashtag new. Al, great show, man. Great job on the Game of the Week preview. Great job on all that, man. We had a great week. Tough, man. We're not going to make it to Vegas, but hey.
I was looking forward to it, man.
We bounce back on Friday, man. Vegas or not, the number one show for the fans by the fans is always on and popping, always on and rocking. So to Rhyme Animal Chuck D, we out of here. Peace.